Hello everyone, I'm Chef Sumit Samadar, and in today's class we will study the practical sides of preparation of the gravies. In my previous theoretical class, in the video lecture and the PowerPoint presentation, we have talked about different gravies, which is a backbone of Indian cuisine. Now today we are going to do one masala mix which we had already spoken before in the theory classes. So we are going to learn how to prepare kadai masala, and we are going to prepare one basic gravy which is in the industry is called as OTM, or the onion tomato masala gravy. So I'm going to prepare onion tomato masala gravy, and then I'm going to add kadai masala into it, and we are going to make kadai paneer today. So let's go to the kitchen and start cooking. Okay, so we are in the kitchen already, and I've placed my kadai over here, and we are going to start off with the onion tomato masala gravy. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to add refined oil into this. We'll wait for it to become hot. While it's becoming hot, I will identify with the ingredients what is being required. Of course, along with the oil, we need chopped onions. This is one large onion which has been chopped. 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. I've taken 2 pieces of fresh tomato, and I've taken 2 pieces of tomato for which I've made a tomato puree. And then in this powder spices, we have chili powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, and garam masala. And in the whole spices, we have, as we call it, as 3C. That is, we have cinnamon, we have cardamom, we have cloves, and along with that we have bay leaves. The rest of the spices I will identify with you because they are going to be part of the kadai masala. First, let's learn how to prepare a onion tomato masala. So as you see that the oil has become hot, so I'm going to first add the 3C, that is the bay leaf, cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. So we will wait. As you can hear, it has started to crackle. That means it has started to impart its flavor. Now at this point of time, I am going to add my chopped onions into this. And as I said earlier in the theory classes, this has to be completely browned. All the ingredients we are adding into this has to be browned. That's the way onion tomato masala gravy is being prepared. So to fasten up the cooking process, add a pinch of salt into this. And we will make it brown. So now as we can see that our onions have caramelized and it has started to become brown, so we are going to add the next ingredient into this, which is going to be the ginger garlic paste. So 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste we are going to add. Mix it up nicely so that this also has to get browned along with this. And once the whole mixture gets brown and you don't get the raw flavor of the onion ginger garlic paste, we are going to continue with addition of the next ingredients. That you see that our onion ginger garlic paste has started to become brown, we are going to add the powder spices into this. We are going to add a pinch of turmeric powder, going to add red chili powder, what is going to another ingredient which is going to give the color. We are going to add coriander powder and garam masala powder. At this stage, if you have noticed, I have lowered down the flame because we have added powder spices. So if it is on a high flame, then there are chances that it may get burnt. So once this has been mixed nicely, we are going to increase the flame once again, and when it has started to sizzle, we are going to add our chopped tomatoes, which is going to give the body to the gravy. And this should approximately take 8 to 10 minutes till the time it becomes completely soft. After 5 minutes, we are going to add the tomato puree and we are going to continue. I have made a fresh tomato puree which I always prefer, but you can always make the canned one or the tin one which is available in the market. So we will continue cooking this for 10 minutes, and after 5 minutes we are going to add the tomato puree and let the gravy get cooked slowly. Okay, so 5 minutes is done. So let's check the condition of our gravy. As you can see that it has been sizzling for 5 minutes and the oil has started to separate. So we are going to add the tomato puree now and continue further cooking this. At this point of time, I'll add some salt. Mix it nicely and allow it to get cooked in a sim flame. I'm going to reduce the flame and keep it covered like this for another 3 to 4 minutes. The timing totally depends upon how much gravy you are preparing. The amount of gravy which I am preparing for this, 4 minutes is good enough. So we'll keep it like this for 4 minutes and we will come back. Okay, so while our gravy is getting cooked, we are going to prepare the karai masala. Like in the theory classes, I have told you that there are different spice mixtures in India, which gives a body and flavor to different ingredients. So our onion tomato masala is getting cooked. We are going to make karai masala, which is a combination of red chili, dry red chili, whole coriander seeds, whole cumin seed, whole fennel seed, and peppercorn, which has to be broiled over here. My pan is already on top of the range, which is getting hot, and then we are going to add it, broil it, and then we are going to make a powder of it. But we don't make a fine powder of karai masala, we make it a granular taste. So we are going to add the chilies, fennel, all of it over here, along with the peppercorns. And then broil it. It's going to take 45 seconds to 1 minute at the max, till the time you start getting the aroma. Once you get the aroma, we'll take it out in separate container, because whole spices, if I keep it over here in the same pan, the temperature of the pan may burn these spices. So immediately I'm going to transfer it, and then we are going to make a So as you can see, there are little movements over here with the spices. That means it has started to become hot, and of course over here in the kitchen I am already getting the smell of all these spices. So the time has almost come. So you can see some that started to smoke. So I immediately switch it off, and I'm going to transfer this into this container and allow it to cool down, and then we are going to make a powder of it. So while our gravy is getting cooked, while our karai masala has been broiled and it is getting cooled down, let us get ready with the paneer. So I have taken 200 grams of paneer, which I am going to cut it into small pieces. You can cut in any fancy shape if you want. You can cut it into cubes. But the reason why I am cutting this, because in karai paneer or in any karai gravy, two most important flavoring ingredient is the petals of onion and green peppers. So to give a similarity with this, I am cutting it like this. So at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric powder into the paneer cubes, and now what we are going to do is just slightly cook up the onion, capsicum and the paneer all together. Going to add small amount of oil. Once it becomes hot, going to add onion petals, capsicum, pour some salt, and slightly cook it. We are actually going to just sweat it. So once it starts sweating, we are going to add the cut paneer pieces also. So at this stage, we are going to add the paneer. Very gently toss it. You have to make sure that the paneer pieces doesn't break away, and the whole beauty of the dish is not there. So just mixing it up with the onion, capsicum and paneer all together, and lower down the flame and let it cook for a minute. Okay, so I have made the powder of the spices, and this is what you can see. It's a little bit rough in texture. This is our kadai masala. Kadai masala is ready now. So while again at the same time our paneer is getting slightly sauteed over here, we will sprinkle the kadai masala into this, and moving over here, as you can see that our gravy has started to lose its oil. And what we are going to do over here also, we are going to add bit of kadai masala so that the flavor gets imparted nicely, and we are going to further cook it, and then later on we are going to add a small amount of water and finish the cooking of this. So close it back over here, and this one I am going to again gently toss it so that all the pieces of paneer gets mixed with the kadai masala which you have just added. I must tell you, the kitchen is filled with the aroma, and we will, our paneer along with capsicum and onion and kadai masala is ready. We will just have to wait for the gravy to get finished. So I will switch off this flame, and then I will show you the rest part of it. So as you can see that our gravy is ready. I have added, after it separated with oil, I added a dash of water into it to give it the proper consistency, and so that it mixes up with the paneer and the capsicum, so which has been ready already. So I am going to add this one into the kadai. Mix it up. And again cover the lid and keep it like that for 2 minutes so that all the flavors gets imparted into this. So our gravy has reduced and has mixed nicely, and to finish it off, and again sprinkle our kadai masala on top of it. Switch off the flame, mix it up. And as the name says, Karai Paneer, then what are the better way to do a presentation other than just leaving it like that in the karai and garnish it with simple as possible with sprig of coriander in the center. So as you can see, in our today's class we have learnt about how to prepare one of the most important basic gravies of Indian cooking, which is onion tomato masala gravy, and out of that we have learned how to prepare one masala, which is karai masala. Along with that, we have tried to finish a dish with that which can come out of onion tomato masala gravy with the addition of karai masala into this. We have prepared today karai paneer. Hope all of you have learned. So in the next video, in the next class, I will in the practical class, I will prepare one more gravy of the basic Indian gravies, and I will show one more dish which we have learned as of now theoretically, but I will definitely show you how to do it in practical classes also. Thank you.